the late days of the Kingwin days when Eki was still playing on the team. But you know, we all know that the most notable players from that team are Exotic Deer and Nisha. Eki disconnected once again, so we're just gonna take it chill and easy. Yeah, looking at Eki's history, though. Right, he used to play on another name. Positivity was the older one he used to use. Wisla Krakow was the new name of Team Kingwin.
Brilliant.
But yeah, after some attempts at assistant coach at Team Secret and TSM, he decides to play pro at the age of 21, by the way.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I do believe in an interview he said that his time on Team Secret was what motivated him most. Yeah, now that he's been active on the Team Secret and the new Team Secret roster is out, can be observed on the PGL Wallachia Western European qualifiers. How should I say? Je ne sais quoi. It's a little bit weird, right? Seeing Kisko support Puppy, and I think he's trying to raise another Yapsor overall, and Eki might just be a little bit more creative and like just let me do my own thing kind of deal without showing Puppy previously as to what he has cooked up. Let's just, you know, reading it from the attitude of the player on the field. Well, Kisko, as far as we can tell, has basically done his homework, shutting down the full Turkish team. Troublemakers Reborn. Feels a little weird without Koblak on that team, by the way. But yeah, so far so good. Their troubles will be Avulus in the next round, and I'm pretty sure Cyborg Man and the boys are watching this one right now, keeping an eye out on their former player Eki. And yeah, it would be a great victory for Avulus to just, basically facing off your former team. There's always that extra drama into it, but these players actually know each other fairly well, and they're rather the friendly type. After the pause, we did see the Gorgon Grasp come out just a little bit out there, but not really making the catch. The Stormstormer kind of forced back behind the tower. But yeah, Young G with the sniper is just laying down the law right now on the mid lane. Not really giving Stormstormer an edge. Let's have a few bottle charges. The Stormstormer is attempting to solve the right-click damage from Young G with a bit of Decrepify. Another blast damage of his own. As Stormstormer actually struggling for the first 3 minutes. Let's see. There's a contact from Suneko, the up front and center hero that the Medusa always desperately needs. Let's see the Gorgon Rafts combined with the pit, with the cogs. It's not a pit. Come on. Yeah, that goes the Bramble Maze. Soneko falling a little low as the double root comes out up top. I don't think the kill's happening as we're looking down bottom once again. It's a pause disconnection. I'm feeling Young G is having issues. We're having server issues on our end as well, by the way. So I can confirm that it's not just the players. All experiencing input lag, as Sibe might just be experiencing life lag right now, as down goes the Beastmaster Eki. Just an easy turn for Jesu to get the double kill with the Whirling Axes. I didn't even think about it. It's Whirling Axes and Wild Axes once again on the same lane. I hate that with a burning passion, but it is what it is.
This'll come in handy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of a sound reset, but we're back in action. The shrapnel play. Starstormer still suffering on this mid lane. Once again, better redive. But, okay, once Sibe and Soneko want to make the turnaround, Jesu will escape with 33 HP. As the Bramble will keep them at bay. Shadow Realm coming out. Sibe trying to do some Wild Axes gameplay, but it's not as wild as one might think. Young G coming in with the Assassinate will not manage to kill Soneko.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Despite the gank, no kill gained by either side. And Avulus still not on the board. There's a little bit of breathing room for Starstormer on this mid lane. Another blasting into all of this doesn't seem like the right idea. The Repify coming through with the Assassinate for the return. The Curse Crown will keep the Pugna in position. But with the invisibility rune used, Stormer will go in with the long play as Eki comes in to secure it.
Radiant's middle tower is
The impetus and the Nether Blast and the Centaur.
upon their defenses.
And it's looking like nice little tower pressure coming through from Stormstormer and Eki. Giving them a little bit more time. Big kill on this mid lane. Smile Knight going for the farming Manta.
Courier has been slain.
Then into the Disperser.
Sound strategy.
As for now, the Troll still on the run.
Where are you going?
Will actually get caught out by Eki. Hell no! Eki, the enchanting assassin, of the bottom as Stormer will get caught out on the mid lane,
There is still
but at the cost of
much to
him
be
taking the
done.
tower. Could be a possible move right here. 1-2-3-3-3 down bottom. But Ariel is already making waves. The sacrificial plays. Going back and forth. So once again, they'll just shoot onto Jesu. Half HP instantly from the wild axes. A few right clicks. And Eki's impetus. They could kill the troll once again if they commit to the dive. They'll rather connect onto the supports instead. Freeze and Field coming out for what? Is the question. As out comes the battle trance. Primor Roar committed along with the Doom, an easy assassinate. But it doesn't really get the Beastmaster kill off. This is just Rumi IO. Keep out with the presence and the control. Yeah, Smiling Knight now with the Yasha. Could be moving on to the Diffusal Blade before he finishes off the Manta, but fairly certain he's going to be happy turning on to Laze instead. Out comes the Wally. And a beautiful grasp coming out here as the Assassinate shooting down Eki and going through this Mana Shield. The Medusa is in trouble. A few more shots and Young G gets the double kill as he's just becoming the long-range menace he was destined to be. From the other side, securing Soneko, gets 3 kills. Once again for Rumi IO.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're just shutting down play left and right for Avulus.
Like a ripe apple.
This team
Dire's top tower
just 2
is
owed
feeling
Maus.
its mortality. Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life. Dire's top tower has fallen. The Earth seems relieved.
Now on Earth, they're supposed to gain control.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do.
When Ho-Ho Ha-Ha is all over your face. Now speaking of Ho-Ho Ha-Ha,
Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast.
Jesu. Just about ready to get his 3rd component. Or, sorry, 2nd component of the Battle Fury. He'll take out the broadsword instead of waiting for the Claymore.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Rather the more unusual approach to the build, let's say. Getting closer and closer. Just hanging him scepter on the Beastmaster. Nighttime Roshan is usually what you take. But as the Doom lands on Starstormer, I'm rather curious if you want to engage in here. Well, Soneko says yes, please. Him with the hook shot doesn't make a good connection because the Assassinate changes targets constantly. Eki throwing himself into the thick of it. There's a Crystal Maiden with the Freezing Field. Doesn't do jack crap. Stonegate's coming through. A Smiling Knight will have Sibe help out with the kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights.
They'll
for
take
its
out
life.
2 in exchange for 1. Finally a fight favoring Avulus. But Young G, he's just getting so fat on this sniper. Actually building the Diffusal Blade on it. The speed at which he's farming is rather the scarier part of all of this.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
Smiling
tower is
Knight,
under
I'm gonna finish
attack.
off the Manta
It
first.
may yet stand.
Diadem and stats are important, yes indeed. Cannot deny. Really, really adamant about the build he wants to do. Put it up in the Twitch comments, by the way. What are the ways you usually like queuing up items? Do you like queuing up your whole build at the beginning of the match and not think about it? Or do you like versatility? Like thinking about your builds during the game? Like throwing out Terrorize with the Dark Willow during the game? Or do you like just finding murderous plays right there? Zeki. Don't even need to use the Assassinator on the Bambi. It is hunting season. If you're a young G sniper. So Neko definitely needs to hold on to this hook shot onto the sniper. I just don't see a world where there's any other initiation until Blink Primal Roar into his ear. But Sibe, good news for Avulus fans. The Beastmaster Aghanims is here. Or at least it's on the way. As you can see with the prompt, it's done. Yeah, with the Gorgon's Grasp constantly coming out from Smiling Knight. He's just farming it all. Stormstormer and Soneko. Looking for potential targets down bottom. Now with Sibe rolling it out. Radiant are scanning the pit. As I mentioned, you kind of want to wait for night to fall. It's going to be down in 20 seconds. I would want to steal if I'm Jezu, but I didn't go for the Maelstrom build, as I should have in this situation. Yeah, Wallace wanting to get a kill before they get there. But there's a deep, deep smoke coming with a train.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As they do find Lace, they'll take out the Doom. Hook shot him with the Primal Roar and just suck the life out of him.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Storm Stormer, more like Storm Succubus. This is like the other side of the triangle. We'll get caught out with the ENG.
Bottom tower is no more.
But not killed. Not just yet. Not turning back onto Roshan. Feels a little exaggerated in my end. Letting Jezu just dance all over your map is also a little ambitious. The Smiling Knight. Now done with the Manta moving over onto the Diffusal Blade, but the rest of his team will be focusing on the Roshan. No other commitments by Jezu and the boys. Soneko and Sibe instantly disengage.
No gale can snuff the
They're
flame.
wanting to play around Roshan #1. If they catch out Jezu in exchange for this, that would be the big hit gameplay. They are searching for him in the outskirts, but the troll is already in the Radiant jungle.
Regeneration.
A little bit of a hiss and catch. Eki will put himself away with the Glimmer. Running away as Sibe on the other side of the map pushes out the tier 2 Stormer. Will need to make a run for it. Will not want to risk life drain here.
There is little it can do. Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality.
It does seem that with this new Gorgon's Grasp, Medusa's gained the ability to farm even faster than she used to. It's just basically all your spells are multi-hit, multi-lockdown. This little root will definitely make her more viable in catching the enemy situations, along with the disperser. Yeah, Soneko just sitting on the arcane rune, giving it to Stormer. Young G, on the other hand, just finished off as the Diffusal Blade. As Roshan number 1. Wolves did do a little bit of trickery and disengagement here, but it will be enough so that Rumiayo will not want to contest Roshan number 1. We'll sacrifice the tier 1 mid for this, but overall everyone will be satisfied. Sibe's Beastmaster now with Blink on top of that Aghanim Scepter. I guess the hunters become the hunted. Young G must be priority target number 1 for now, until the troll gets the BKB and the Ags.
Dire's bottom tower hopes for aid. I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling short. Dire's bottom tower.
As the tier 2 is being put under pressure, I don't see the Rumi IO reaction. Finally, there's a fortification,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
but it doesn't seem like it's enough for anything. Jezu on the other side, one manning on the tier 2, but Sibe as his army. It's just too much to handle for this tier 2 tower. Jezu, on the other hand, does manage to get the tower. So let's see the run. Diffusal Blade onto the troll, root him down with the Gorgon Grasp. Oh, it's not the Nature's Grasp anymore, as Jezu will need to use his Battle Trance right there. He gets the opportunity. A Primal Roared into Oblivion. The troll will die. Greed. Well, Michael Douglas did say that greed is good. In this situation, I tend to disagree. But yeah, Avulus slowly but surely gaining control in this game. Blazes Doom though, about to get that Shiva's Guard. Could be the counter to the Beastmaster Ags, which is not going to be updated with any RS or so far.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
I am missing Guardian Greaves though on the side of Avulus. A lot of physical build,
Radiant's bottom tower is
and a lot of not so much magical damage that you need to take care of. I mean, yes, the Doom is pure, so
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
just in general,
The pace of
taking
battle
away the damage tick of that with a Crimson Guard would be nice, but let's just wait and see what they manage to cook out. Long range hook shot is not going to hit it though.
Dire's top tower is
Backing off, but not really. Primal Roaring into the face of Lucifer as the Gorgon Grass holds on to Lazen 333. Another Wild Axis coming out from Sibe. He still has the Aegis. He can man up if he needs to. Battle Trance is available for Jezu, but you really don't want to use that right now on the Troll. 170 HP. And we'll make it out alive at the very end of that.
its foundation.
Young G tries to right-click deter Avulus right now. He's basically the housekeeper from Tom and Jerry. Just get out of here, kitty. Run for your lives. Ho ho ha ha. I hated that patch, to be honest with you. I think I played like 2 games on that patch. Yeah, for basically the second time this game, besides this point, Avulus will take the net worth lead in the game. And as you mentioned, the hunters become the hunted. As 333 gets shut down on the stairs. Doing the same death as Director's daughter, Godfather 3.
Radiant's middle
Is
tower
it
is under
Mario
attack.
Scorsese, the name of the actress? I always forget. Poor lady was even crapped on for not being an actress,
Tower has fallen.
being the part for nepotism. Still a good movie, though. I do prefer Godfather 1 and 2, though, to be fair. Kids, if you don't know what Godfather is, please ask your mommy and daddy, and if you're under 18, please don't watch that movie. Who am I kidding? I saw that movie when I was 12, so you do you. And honestly, if you're 12 and you're watching Dota Tier 2, get a life, go outside, touch some grass.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. His shell
Those are very, very important things to do.
Almighty one.
As I'm rambling and delaying stuff, Jezu is still not even close to getting that BKB. That is gonna be the majority of the difficulties Rumiayon will need to face until they have their BKBs online. Well, Young G is doing a really, really good job at just keeping distance and keeping up the farm. He's gonna go Hurricane Pike before. He's gonna go Disperser before actually gets the BKB. Well, let's see. Catch out onto Lays with the hook shot once again. The Blade Mail does nothing on their side. Neither does the pipe. At the very same time, Jezu trying to commit onto Sibe, but they'll lose out Aerial here. Smiling Knight with the Stone Gauge trying to slow them down. Stormstormer with his own BKB. Life draining Young G to high heaven. Out comes the Curse Crown onto Smiling Knight. He will try and Manta dodge it, but it won't be successful. Eventually, the Corruptify will save him as no casualties from Avulus, as they're about to even up the scoreboard here. Yeah, I was confused for a second there. I thought the Doom had a Blade Mill, but it was actually Soneko's that went off. But it didn't do much, to be fair with you. Smiling Knight. 1.8k net worth lead over the Troll. Overall, 5k net worth lead for Avulus. At minute 26, it's not the end of the world for Vumiayo just yet. But if they don't contest the second Roshan, which might be coming up in 30 seconds or more, they could be in big trouble. Jezu manages to fall on the AD rune. Another word is out there as bait and as deterrent. Jezu will return to his team. DD Rune Troll could be a big surprise. They're putting it, though, up front and center. The Ward Mania coming out from both teams. The Avalanche does connect onto Stormstormer,
There is little it can do.
but it still calls for harm.
Radiant's bottom tower is fading fast.
Let's see, the wraparound from Rumiayo. They could find the backline. Weaken Avulus' position here on the Roche Pit. There's actually going to be 47 seconds until Roshan respawns. Crystal Nova finds nothing, but they do see 333 on the side of Avulus. Neko actually making the connection onto Jezu, and a nice little play with the Doom. Lays finding his targets. Out comes the battle trance. Because actually, the Medusa wants to fight back. Half mana, which is basically half HP for this Medusa. But with Ariel gone, it's just a matter of connection right now on the Avulus side. They do lose out on Sibe. But if they can control either the troll or the sniper, this fight is basically over. For now, the danger is still present. But with Young G disengaging, Jezu will do the same. All they got for all this effort was a lousy troll. Oh, it was a lousy Beastmaster. But Avulus once again winning over this fight. Out comes the roar of retribution. But Rumiayo just can't do anything about it. That's Sibe. Not going to be the one picking up Aegis number 2. That is more than likely going to Smiling Knight this time around. He's going for Sanj and Kaya on this build. He's like, I've had enough of agility. We need Sanj and Yasha. I need mana and HP. I think Sanj and, or Yashikaya would be super bad on the Medusa, by the way. This is your mana focused anyway, going on to agility. But the reason why you don't need the Yasha anymore, because you do have that component and that buff inside the Mantis style, so getting 2 of those is just worthless. So yeah. Sanj and Kaya, and the explanation for why to all you lizards. Sorry, I've been watching The Bear way too much lately. The 30 and 30 minutes in, I will still have a decent little net worth lead. It's not much, but all in a day's work, isn't it? A few more right clicks should do it, but yeah, they'll risk it eventually. The hit assassination actually doesn't make contact with Soneko. TP'd out before the damage registered. A little bit of grouping up from Rumiayo on the triangle.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
But no real intention of engagement. They do know that the Aegis is on Smiling Knight. And more than likely Avulus will just back up their Medusa. There's no point in engaging here. So in the meantime, I'm about to finish this Shiva's Guard. Just another item to make Rumiayo's life a living hell.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
Is Young G actually wanting to go for the Silver Edge, of all things? Jezu 333 will battle out for Tormentor. They'll sacrifice 333 for this, and now Avulus know that it's a 4v5. They don't need to care anymore. No buyback on the Willow in a crucial time like this. Was this even worth it, though? Jezu got his shard. Not bad, not bad. But besides the fervor stacking thing increase, what did this do? He just can't even get caught on top of Smiling Knight. He's just out-manaing everything. Ariel going back into the game, not wanting to lose another tier 3. Two full sets of racks still standing on the on the Rumi IO side. Avulus will not have an easy job here. Or at least Rumi IO don't want to give him an easy job here. Here comes a bit of sprint play onto Jezu. As Lays looking for a target, will lay it down onto Sunstormer. The assassinate will connect. Primal Roar add onto Jezu. The Stone Gaze. It doesn't really connect onto the troll. The variant, they do reside on Stormstormer, and Jezu will commit with a battle trance. The snake, Lady, is kind of stuck into the thick of the fight. But with the 2 buybacks from Sibe and Stormstormer, they could make it over here really, really fast as the outpost TP has been decreased. Eki trying to throw out the enchant, but out comes another whirling axe as Jezu is just purging off everything. At the very end of that fight, 2 buybacks forced on the Avulus side, further and further decreasing the net worth lead of the Avulus boys. Stormstormer gonna get caught out. Ooh! I just caught out, cut down, and destroyed. They do get Young G on the mid lane though. 64 seconds without the sniper. Could this be the opportunity they've been waiting for? 4v4 fights. Might not be favoring the Dire, by the way.
Radiant structures are fortified.
As a bit of desperation coming out with the Terrorize. Working Roots, not available for a while, but a nice little lock-in from Jezu. Out comes the Blade Mail as Stoneko will jetpack through the sky. Jezu does have the BKB battle trance turnaround if he needs it. Only the BKB so far. As the Doom coming out onto Smiling Knight. No more Aegis on the Medusa, as that will be another catch for Rumi IO. They sacrifice another one, but take out the other carry. So they also, on the buyback train, will need to back off here. Yes, yes, yes. Top lane super creep invasions, but they're being taken care of by 333. And Young G's back in play. A lot of damage coming out from the Avulus side, but it's not concentrated enough. A little bit more control from the Avulus boys. That's all I need. That's all I want. Yeah, Avulus slowly but surely losing out on that net worth lead with Smiling Knight not constantly farming. Jezu gets ahead 2 levels. That just goes to show you, if you're patient with the troll, they just press that R button at the very perfect time, you could just take over the game. Let's see. Next lineup trying to make a run for it. Soneko's zoned out. Avulus going to passive rat play with Eki and the Wild Boars. As 38 minutes in, this is once again anyone's game. Even though Rumi.io need to be on the defensive, they could easily turn this game into chaos. Bit of hook shot action and a little chase on to 333. They do get the Willow. Once again down for 70 seconds. A Smiling Knight shakes off Jesu like he's made out of nothing. Mr. Ghillie Suit. Just keep on activating that take aim and keep shooting at the Medusa. Yeah, 18 to 18, 1K. Rome wasn't built on. But Jesu, they just be walking into the bear's den right here. Silenced up control, the hook shot. Ooh, 3 pixels on the right. Not the Pearl's perfect aim, but the Doom will hit its target. Smiling Knight held in place. The Primal Roar will eventually end. Jesu is just super chasing right now with the Battle Trance. Still has the BKB needed. Will activate it actually. But with the Stone Gaze coming through and the Aviana Feather as well, the Troll's in trouble. Jesu got overly greedy, overly confident, along with Young G. They still have the mission accomplished. They do get the Medusa. But at the very end of all that, it's only the supports that survive on the Rumi.io side. But yeah, with Roshan still sleeping for 10 seconds, at least they could leave someone behind for it. Sabay's like, I'm out. Let's make the calculation. 3 seconds until Roshan spawns. Yeah, he's gonna start off from the top pit and then walk all over to the bottom. But it does give Sibay the opportunity to just keep up the farm and then get the Scythe of Vice eventually. Yeah, with your courier dead for 2.5 minutes. Oh, wait. Oh, no, okay, actually, he does have the recipe in his backpack, so the Beastmaster should be easily just cruise over to the secret shop, pick up your item, and then make it back to Roche. But yeah. Easy on the trigger, easy on the fight. It's looking like Avulus are just a tiny bit more confident in what they're doing. As we have our on pause. Let's rock and let's roll. So they're not really wanting to go to the secret shop. Or maybe he does. For me, I don't know. As Roshan's coming through, we'll basically dribble Soneka once again. Sibe is doing his very darndest to take care of Roche. Ariel and Nick are fighting it out on the mid lane. I mean, even this Aegis, though, could make life a little bit easier, but I'm not sure how game-winning it is for now. So they not really wanting to leave the cheese behind. Throw down the dust of appearance. Yeah, a bit of trench warfare from both sides. Rumeo's high ground is extremely threatening due to Young G. And Jesu can make aggressive plays until he has that Drum of Endurance and that Solar Crest rolling on him. That combined damage goes on through. There isn't much stopping this guy.
This'll come in handy.
But once again, we're moving into over 40 minutes in Game 2 as well. Avulus is having a hard time closing out the match. And to be fair, there's still 2 full sets of racks to take care of. But overall, the net worth is neck and neck. I don't see either team just gaining high advantage over the other. It still can go either way, guys. No matter the Roshan, the Refresher Shard, and all, it's an extremely tough game still. As Eki, gonna get Whirling Axes on top of the Bambi. But Jezu needs to run away for his life. He knows that Avulus are just teamfight moving around the map right now. Yeah, as soon as Jezu moves back onto the Bambi, I do see Sibay making the jump. I want to find the control onto Lacey moves. Primal Roar into the Doom's Ear, but not before it gets dropped onto Soneko. Soneko will even tip Lace here. But out comes the Nullifier. It's a bit more control onto Smiling Knight. As another set of that Primal Roar. Well, actually, the second one will land onto Jezu. And we have another dead Dusa. 95 seconds without Smiling Knight. And 70 without Stormstormer. Rumi IO are actually doing it, but yeah, I mean, Sibay does manage to escape, but that's all she wrote. I don't see them catching. Hold up. Wait a minute. Here comes the Shiva's Guard. Whirling Axe is stolen down. Nullfire on top of that to punish him for his existence. But Sibay will blink forward. Jezu and Young G are like, hex this, my friends. As the creep wave finally arrives with one flag bearer creep on the mid lane. But it's going to be enough for the tier 2. Break on through if you dare, says Soneko, throwing out cogs onto the low ground. With the shrapnel giving off the vision, Jezu and Young G. They're basically just long range, slow demolition crew. That's what they should rename the team to, as Jezu gives off the vision, Young G gives the damage, Gem of True Sight on the ground. Here comes the overclocking from Skoneko's Clockwork. But still 13 seconds without the Medusa. As Rumi IO might just open up the mid lane right here. Or not. Here comes Soneko. In with a jump. Jezu will be defended. The Aviana Feather actually pulls the troll onto the high ground. This could be a problem. Hex down, controlled, kited out to hell. Jezu will die for 100. But the damage and the kill is just not there. Oh, the Aviana Feather actually messed up the troll. Let's look at this replay as Soneko jumped into the thick of it. But look at it. As soon as the battle trance comes out, the Aviana is what pulls up Jezu onto that HG. Oh, brother. I feel so bad for Jezu right there. I absolutely feel devastated for Jezu right there. But yeah, buyback is available on the troll. There's actually all 5 buybacks are almost available on Rumi.io except for the snipers. That's the only one we're waiting on. But it's on the way. There's not that many on the other side. Avulus only have 2. One on Stormstormer and the other one's on Soneko. I'm rather surprised that Smiling Knight is just not really using either the Aghanims or the Shard in this situation. They're both cold-blooded, and the Mystic Snake would be quite OP here. But maybe he's expecting to get it in forms of blessings from Roche itself. Yeah, 5th Roshan will take a while. At least another 2 minutes until we get to see him. Yeah, Smiling Knight losing out on the Melanish shield. I don't think alone he's going to be enough. Yeah, eventually with the Mystic Snake. We'll get the Tormentor and the Shard for Sibe.
Boom! There it goes. Homing in. Flares here.
Sibe will have a flock of birds dancing above his head. Ariel 333. Looking for that control. Out comes the nullifier. Bit of jump coming out from Lays. BKB from the Doom. We're gonna eat that Primal Roar on the other side. Smiling Knight. Hex down is Lays. Eating a lot of damage through this. And Stormstormer taking the bait play. Taking away their attention. But the Doom down Enchantress was more than likely to die at the very end there, as Lays will still survive the engagement. They will scout him out with the rocket flares, but that's all she wrote. Support for that whole engagement. I just still don't believe it. Avulus is basically delivering 3k extra damage into fights, but Rumi's precision is something to be marveling at right now. They find their targets. If they cannot kill that one, they just instantly switch, and even each and every one of them are extremely valuable for Avulus' defense. Of course, we can see the way they got back into the net worth lead was killing off Smiling Knight and Stormstormer. This time around, oh, we can't catch them. Okay, we'll take out the Bambi. It's just very, very disciplined and coordinated gameplay, which you just gotta marvel at. And I just can't emphasize enough. This team, the one playing on the Dire right now, took out Mouse 2-0. Wow. Despite all their efforts, Roshan will cry to high heaven. Jezu finally picking up an Aegis. As that will relieve some of this pressure on this Troll Warlord. Smiling Knight. It's looking like the Disperser is just not enough on its own. As, by the way, almost all players have their shards now. Only one more needed on the map for the Doom. But I'm not even sure if Rumi I want to take it. I'm not really feeling, though, that Avulus can handle this really, really late game. Out comes the Hex and the control onto Lays. He can drop a Doom if he wants to. Along with the Snowfire combo, they're just going to shut down Soneko like he's made out of tip paper. You're a Tin Man, you're a Beep Boop robot, take this. It's like Lays is just hacking with the damage. 16,000 gold in the back for Rumi. But as we know, 50 minutes into the game, this is just pure chaos at this point. Zeki going for the wave cut. It might just not be enough. Out comes the Hex once again. Jezu. They're doing their very best to just shake off the Troll and the Sniper presence on the high ground, but they'll still need to lose their full mid-racks. OG absolutely doing his best to protect the racks. As Jesu's build, I don't know where you go from here. He's basically full Swift Blink, Abyssal Blade, Sanjay Yasha, Battle Fury, and BKB, along with the Aegis. There is one more slot to fill. I wouldn't mind him going for the Butterfly as well, forcing Smiling Knight for the MKB. That would be quite nice. No, we'll see. So far, he's not aiming at anything. He does have a Phase Boost in the backpack, but we'll see. But at the same time, still having a casual plate mail, but not finishing an AC. But it's absolutely understandable. 49 kills on the board in 53 minutes. It's just both of these teams. They want to fight on their own turfs, but it's like a cat and mouse game, isn't it? As we're about to be in a situation where all 10 buybacks are available on this map. Net worths are slowly to be thrown out the window, but this aggression from Rumi.io as they take care of the very last tier 2 tower on this map.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
It's scary. It's scary fast how well they can play through this troll sniper combo. And already, look at that. A few right clicks from the sniper and Jesu. And that is your tier 3 tower half gone. Terrorize out along with the Doom. Smiling Knight up front and center. The Medusa is in trouble as they're losing HP on it fast. The Doom will have its effect. Buyback available on the Medusa. As the Assassinate comes out, the second Doom landing on the Beastmaster. Sibe will die as well. As 2 buybacks already committed by Avulus. Stormstormer at the same time, ratting on the bottom. They're doing their very best to take as much as they can against the Dire side. Ariel will die. A buyback is available on the CM. That is all they get. The position 5 of the enemy is the hook shot. It doesn't hit. So Neko, he gets his tip back from Lays. Oh, the shade will be thrown and it will be felt really hard there. Another extra kill, but 4 buybacks coming out from Avulus. Sorry, I said 4, but I meant 3.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It just doesn't feel good enough. Yes, they only took the tier 2 tower and put up some pressure on the tier 3, but at the very same time, you're kind of forced to walk down this mid lane, keep up this pressure, at least get the megas for all the buybacks you need to commit for all this. But Young G, just relentless with the shrapnel. The right click is insane from this guy. As it is Jesu, and Lay's giving up the vision. Jesu running forward. A bit more control onto the troll. BKB coming through with a battle trance available as well. Smiling Knight can't really hold on to this troll right now, as they'll lose Sibe in this fight. Stormstormer buys back, but for what? Surrounded by enemies. The Medusa has no more Stone Gaze here. It could be a dieback onto Ariel. They will get that one. But the connection onto the sniper, though, where is Young G in the very thick of all this fight? He'll grenade himself out from within the trees, as Stormstormer will try and escape with the help of the Disperser. Vroom vroom once again, pedal to the metal. They're giving it all their gas that they have. No buybacks remaining on Avulus. It's going to be a 3v3. As 3v3 is not joining the fight right now. But yeah, Jesu going for the jugular. They know there's no fortification left on Avulus. And there's not much Smiling Knight and crew can do here. Young G approaching him is kind of suicide. As soon as Stormstormer tries, Lays will lay it down on him. Dezu will find the control onto the Bambi as Stormstormer will die. It is only Smiling Knightly remaining, and Eki will type out the GG instead. They don't want to wait for the awkwardness. It's just an easy shutdown at the very end from Jezu. As that game number 2 once again goes long. But Vrumi.io actually do it. They even up the series. Clean approach, ho ho ha ha, pick the meta, and just finish off the game in style. I'm extremely impressed as how much of a performance actually Young G that brought to the table here. But color me surprised, even though Jezu made a mistake here and there, he just shut down the Medusa as much as he could. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and throw it to a short little break. And let's wait for game number 3 between Vrumi.io and Avulus. Ladies and gentlemen, the last game of the day. We are still here at European Pro League Season 19, where Avulus, dropping the ball with that Pugna there at the very end. I think they got a little bit too cocky with it. But speaking of too cocky, I do agree with the Pangolier first pick. Both Sibe and Stormstorm are pretty high on the win rate with this hero. But Broodmother, what the hell is Broodmother going to do this patch? Broodmother things in general kind of involve dominating the lane, destroying your enemies. But as far as I can tell, no Broodmother game played by Stormstormer in the last year, and only one played by Sibe in March. He did win that one, but at the very same time, that was a totally different lineup there. And Rumi.io once again dropping out Jezu's Troll Warlord front and center right here. I'm rather curious to see if they're going to ban the sniper this time around, because it was a really, really nice little touch from Rumi.io. Just getting this full melee contact with Lays, mid range, and good control with the troll. And control with the troll. But yeah, jokes aside, you had that long range damage coming out from Young G, and he just was basically on fire with this sniper last game. I'm just trying to think what else you could have done to basically kind of mitigate the sniper's presence in this game. But all they had as an answer was the Blink Beastmaster and a lot of failed hook shots from Soneko, which is nothing against Soneko in general, but you gotta hit those. If you don't control the sniper in these fights, just disengage and reset and do something else. But right now, a lot of team fight presence coming out from Rumi.io in this next lineup. I really thought Jez was gonna go for something like a Chronosphere combined with the Phoenix. That sounds really, really nice against anything that Avulus can bring up here. But survivability throughout Batrider's capabilities, as Avulus are going to be the ones banning out the Puck and the Invoker. So sadly, in this series, we're not going to be seeing either Young G's or Stormstormer's Invoker, which I'm kind of sad about. I think both of them are really, really good on the hero. But overall, I wouldn't be surprised if Young G wants to go for like a Storm, just like slide in, set up potential kills for the enemy. They ban out the Centaur as they're prepping for a Broodmother potential carry. Okay, let's see. What is Smiling Knight stats on the Broodmother? It's not in his top 4. I'd rather expect him to go. I guess the Ursa is still on the table, right? Yeah, Ursa Troll, the classic, is what I would rather like to see. But him on Broodmother, he's played it 5 times, won with it 4 times. So if the situation's right, he actually picks up the hero and shines on it. With 1 second left, it is actually going to be the Storm on Rumi.io. Color me the king of predictions, but yeah. When you know, you know. It's just basically like it makes a lot of sense. You just slide in, mitigate the Batrider, even if you get a lasso target off. Really, really annoying against Shadow Demon. Basically, any kind of spirit against Shadow Demon. As a Shadow Demon player, I can tell you, it's horrible. It's horrible playing Shadow Demon into any kind of spirit. And yeah, Storm Spirit is none the wiser. He just gets contact on you, vortexes you, and you're basically dead. Oh, you get disruption illusions? Cool. There's this thing called static remnant that will basically just destroy them, and then you don't do anything. Oh, you put demonic purge on the Storm. Really good job. Really, really good job. Storm is just gonna use this ball lightning ability to get the hell out of there. Wait for the ultimate to end, and then just re-engage. Done. It's insane. It's insane how good spirits are against Shadow Demon. And let's see. They're gonna land on Stormstormer's Queen of Pain. So it is gonna be Sibe's Pangolier and Smiling Knight's Broodmother against the Troll. Once again, Stormer putting himself in a position where he's under extreme amount of pressure here. As honestly, once again, Eki with the catch heroes, but there's just so many better heroes in the patch right now that can do it. Like, on top of that, Hoodwink was just not addressed by any of these teams right now in this draft number 3. And same thing for Spirit Breaker. If you want catch, these are the heroes you kind of want. And yes, I do know one of the best ones in the patch currently, Jakiro, was banned, but at the very same time, I don't see Batrider being as effective as the ones I just listed. Even the Clockwork, I feel more confident about. And on top of that, with the Shadow Demon, especially in Asia, we usually combine it with the Mirana. And that combination wasn't even in the question right now in Avulus' book. I don't know what Eki is doing. It's either him not drafting and he's like being like, whatever, he'll play whatever he needs to. But like, you have a 76% win rate Hoodwink player. I just don't know why you're not utilizing that to your advantage. Especially combine that with the Swashbuckle on the Pango and other stuff. Feels a little off. I don't know. I don't know what is in their head. As okay, yeah. To be fair, Eki doesn't really play the Spirit Breaker. He's got 2 games on it, 1 win, 1 loss, and the last time he played it on an official match was actually almost 4 weeks ago. So I do understand that. No win rate on the Warana. 1 game in the last year and 1 loss on it. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Rumi IO here, ladies and gentlemen, despite Avulus actually getting the 2-0 later earlier in the day. I think this time around they might just bite it. This draft, I don't think it's up to par. But you know what? I've already been wrong today once. I would like to be wrong once again. Big fan of Stormstormer. Did meet him in Berlin and Birmingham. That's all the fanfare I'm gonna give out. But yeah, dude's really cool and chill in person. Was really glad to see him, but do we need to see him say goodbye to European Pro League? Is rather the question. But we'll see. I do feel that there's some counter to the troll on the side of Avulus. Like, the Batrider is a good mitigator. Disruption is a good mitigator. Disruption is a really good target switcher, right? Like someone's getting rooted down, fervored down by the troll. Smiling Knight will throw out the mandatory web onto the mid lane. Because of course the new webs do actually
The battle begins.
just mitigate your ability to live and to play, as it's going to be a 3-rune start for the Avulus side. You know, I did throw out my vote on the Rumi IO side, but now that I see the 3-rune, I kind of want to change my mind, as Jezu is actually half HP straight off the bat at the start of the lane. Nah, jokes aside, I don't believe Avulus will get the tempo they need to basically start steamrolling here. Young G will always be a good reaction, and if Lays plays half as good as he did in the previous match, this should be an easy Doom game. As Lays disconnects. Okay, instant repause. Nice toxic on Dark Willow. Nah, this interaction only happens when basically both of them pressed the F9 at the same time. So no worries. It is not actually 333 being toxic. It's just both him and Eki just smash the keyboard to pieces. But yeah, Avulus will really need to execute and finish the game in under like 35, maximum 40 minutes. That is precisely when Jezu is at his power spike. We're talking about like Battle Fury, Sanj and Kaya, BKB, and maybe the Aghanim Scepter. But those items in the bag, the troll is basically unstoppable. And just dispelling just makes life so much easier. Yeah, this beautiful artwork is being made by everyone on the side of Avulus. Just blocking out our map view as much as they can. But yeah, this is what player boredom looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Do see the new Dota Labs version of the big map on the middle of your screens. I don't know if production uses it. Now with the circle wards over. Letter typed out on the map by Sibe. Number Z. Sibe is trying to send us a message, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will need to go on a music pause as it's looking like a disconnection on Lays. We'll be back once the game continues. some internet issues.
Dire's
So yeah.
courier has been slain. A tactical victory.
Not a lot has happened on the map, of course, but getting back into the rhythm of the game is definitely going to be a big difficulty for both these teams. As honestly, as someone who's been through pauses like this, it never is a good feeling overall. Like in general, you're just mitigated. You're just not having a good tempo as Jezu. Do a little bit of damage, but with the Whirling Axes, he'll just throw in some mixed chance onto Sibe and Eki, so once again the troll is just cleaning things off. As on the mid lane, Stormer, a little bit of struggles in terms of HP, but in terms of last hits, the Queen is just doing marvelously. Down bottom. At control from Suneko and 333. Let's see, does disruption. I don't think it does much. Stormstormer just canning around. Because he can around. With that scream of pain. You just constantly keep the enemy at bay. But yeah. I do wonder if the Masochist damage will eventually come back and bite on Stormstormer. Or eventually he's just gonna, outlast it in general. I do believe Bloodstone could help out with that. It's a nice double jump coming out from Sibe. Which is an aerial. Still trying to lock down the Lotus Fountain. But the pool, it's eventually gonna favor Jezu. He's the faster clicker here. He's on the mid lane. Stormer getting pulled back a little. It's getting really low on the Queen. Yeah, the back and forth of the spells. Gotta be really careful what spells you actually use in this situation. You just don't want to give that extra damage opportunity and calculation possibility to your enemies. He's down bottom. So far, not so bad for Smiling Knight. But it's still a little better for Lays. These Spiderlings won't really have a chance in the Scorched Earth, but we'll see in the long run. Stormstormer has the jumping capabilities here. I keep checking for division. Well, actually, all of their control. Rumi.io. They just read the situation well, knowing that the Bat Raider isn't here. Nice catch on Jezu's Courier. Like he's gonna be happy with that one. Pull up top will be unsuccessful. Jezu, he's been waiting for some yummy supper, just like this one. This with the fortification, the troll doesn't get to instantly just bash them out. Stormstormer. He taunts, he right clicks, but he doesn't engage. This Quap has been played to perfection. He's pretty high level on it as well. 29th, actually. He's really close to that Grandmaster on the Queen of Pain. He's down bottom. As we transition during the night into the net worths really early, but you can tell Avulus, even with 0 kills on the board, they're looking for those tiny opportunities of control. Insatiable Hunger, used by Smiling Knight. Lays will keep his distance. Ain't no chip to be eaten as he hits in with the Infernal Blade. We'll wait for the Insatiable Hunger perfectly to end. 6-minute power rune, right now super hardly contested by Avulus. I bet it's going to be down bottom as Stormer picks it up from the disrupted Young G. Well, lighting the Sonic Wave already available, as expected. But I'm curious to see if we will see any Wisdom Rune attempts to steal. Okay, beautiful Bramble Mace coming out from 333. Disruption is available. But I'm not so sure you really want to fight here. Soneko and Eki kind of stuck behind the tower. Out comes the Haste Rune. As along with the Sonic Wave, Stormstormer will get first blood. On top of it all. Onto Lays, they can make a turn with Smiling Knight. But can they? 3 more seconds until the Wizard Rune is available. Stormer will bottle it up and move back onto the mid lane. 2 kills gained by Rumi.io, but they do lose out on that sweet, sweet wisdom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand.
Stormer insta moving on towards the Dagon. Do agree with this decision. Give yourself that spell lifesteal. That is the cheaper version for sure. Be essential for his build. The item gives him the extra stats, and it's just all around nice control as Jezu. Getting burnt down. Here comes Stormer. Not wanting to give away level 6, but Jezu actually gains it at the very last second. The battle trance, it's clicking right on through them. But with the Firefly, both Young G and Ariel were burning really, really hard. A Rolling Thunder will be enough to take out the Ball Lightning. Thunder without the rain will basically...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This kind of thunder breaks walls and window panes, basically.
Tower hopes for
If anyone's here heard of the album Invaders Must Die, but overall, 2010 Prodigy's references aside, Avulus actually made the play work. Picking off 2 cores like that up top will definitely boost their morale. Right now, after winning this laning stage, I'm fairly confident if they keep up the tempo, they're basically there. Smiling Knight. Trying to dominate on this top lane. Just throw in another web and just take over the tower. Stormstormer's pressuring mid. No reactions. Fire Spirit's coming out from Ariel.
Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality.
Throwing down the creeps, but yeah, Smiling Knight does have the game presence. Just shake it off and ignore it. On the mid lane though, first crown catch and a little bit of control lays. Throughout the first doom onto Stormstormer. For the exchange kill onto Eki, onto Ariel. Or Eki with the DOT.
Has been lost to war.
Will it be enough for a little bit of control? I'm wondering though. The 2 tier 1 tower is gone. Where's Smiling Knight going next?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a
Yep, bit of control. Young G will ball up the Arcane Rune, but at the same time he's losing the support. Like he once again with that extra damage coming through. And it's game number 3. Shaping up to be a hot one. Not even close to the start Jezu had in the previous game as, oh lord, it's a spider massacre coming through. ENG will take so many of them. Straight up catch onto 333. Gonna lasso out here, but Ariel ain't gonna have any of that. Stormer just not really having that damage to basically become the sieger of the team. Quite sure he'll need Smiling Knight to just move in here. ENG at the very same time. So going for the Oblivion Staff, more than likely an Orchid build. Stormer keeps up the whipping. But this tower is going down slow. Smiling Knight ready to join the fray if need be. But I'd rather want to see Young G get out first. They're backing off as much as they can, but the spiders, they're really low on the HP. As out come the fire spirits, they're gonna die before the tower. And then one more right click, who's gonna take it? Smiling Knight rolling into the thick and will take out the last tier 1 tower. 12 minutes into the game, all 3 cleaned up by Avulus. Rumi.io is struggling to put out pressure onto these objectives. His Lays will need to run for it with the Doom. Now he TPs and he will actually make it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Add another to the tally. Mine.
Stormstormer now with Dagon and Illusion Rune. Finally wondering if there's going to be any action up top. This Jezu will need to stick to that Battle Fury to make a play there. Oh, right when Eki passes through the Twin Gates, he will be saved.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. It may yet stand.
14-minute Wisdom Rune control coming out from Avulus. I don't see how Rumi.io have any tools to even stop this. They do have the Storm, but Young G definitely wants to get Orchid before he throws himself in any kind of danger. Smiling Knight actually committing insatiable hunger for this. Damage bonus is just overzealously good. As Ariel gets taken out, Eki with the lasso, pulling back late. Nice double jump coming out from Sibe, but the Vortex, it's holding them to a different play as Sibe will get doomed down. Down falls the Pango. For position 5, it's a bit of a high risk. Not that high of a reward play, but it's 2 for 1. All that you kind of want to take. Smiling Knight and Stormstormer actually left the Wisdom Rune for this one. They could punish Ariel once they make it up there. It's 2 flying heroes, but Ariel. Yeah, Smiling Knight will take it eventually.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Some might even argue that the 14-minute Wisdom Runes are just way more important than the 7-minute ones.
Middle tower is under attack. No gale can snuff the flames.
You just have the potential of turning the game around in terms of the XP, but yeah, this doesn't feel like Avulus are even gonna let Rumi.io gain balance in this game. Paragon is still gonna be tough, even though these tier 2s are falling like butter. They're just melting under the bite of the Spider Queen. Yeah, speaking of the Spider Queen, Orchid and BKB soon. Ready to rock and roll. Out comes the lasso and the play onto Jezu. A little bit of bounce, but with the Battle Trance online, Sibe is just going to lock him in place. Out comes the Supernova, but hits nothing. They're gonna get 3-3 as well as Stormstormer tries to keep up the contact, but Sibe will be the one with the double jump onto Ariel. And the Swashbuckle will finish off the Phoenix. 3 dead in exchange for Eki's Batrider.
Dire's top tower is
As
under
Avulus,
It fights for its life.
a straight up momentum play.
Dire's top
It's
tower
looking
is
impossible to stop
fatality.
as once again the disrupted Storm. I need to ball lightning the hell out of there.
Lost to war.
Work it done now on Young G. Turn out potential. Pretty sure Jezu is going to go for the Sanjay Yasha on this one. Stormer. Also aiming for the BKB, just like the Storm. Him and Young G kind of want to battle it out on these lanes. To be fair, in terms of levels, Rumi.io is just not doing super bad, except on the supports, but I can have a lot of impact in the long run. I like Ariel's idea of going for Evils. Plays with the smoke. Wants to drop the Doom on someone. And someone might as well be Smiling Knight. But his broodlings being revealed. It basically just died to the fire spirits at this point. Blaze still on the hunt. A bit of slide. Young G. Not having this BKB yet. They're all just stacked up here on Rumi.io. Of course, we, as the viewers, can see that this is just a smoke gank waiting to just crash into the enemy. So they almost ready to rock and roll with the Rolling Thunder. Yeah, Rumi.io know exactly they have no place to stay here. And at 19 minutes in, Smiling Knight and crew engage with Roshan. Surprisingly enough, there's just no auras on either side of these teams for now. Sibe focused on that blink. Blaze got the Midas blink as well. But yeah, each individual core is technically just rushing the BKB as fast as possible, as they're just going to rush into play as well. Doom throwing out off the Stormstormer as Eki is just going to melt in the fires of hell right now. Sibe thrown into the root as Jezu's turning around with a battle trance. They'll take out Sibe in exchange for Lays. But Stormstormer snatching up the Aegis. He'll turn the fight around. He does have Sonic Wave if need be. Silence down is the troll, as Smiling Knight will take the triple kill. Just positioning the Broodmother in effectively evasive positions into the trees, onto the cliff. He just avoided all this damage coming out. And the only lone survivor on Rumi.io is going to be Young G. What a fight. And I do believe Rumi.io had the right idea of going for this execution. This time they are the ones with the higher amount of damage. But the end play there, it's not locking down onto the co-op or the chase of Smiling Knight. There's just nothing there to do. Yeah, Sibe calling for the Tormentor. They're gonna go straight at it with the Spiderlings. It's just divided we conquer. Up onto the high ground, they call it. 21 minutes in. They want to break a tier 3 tower.
yet stand.
That is mucho confidence right now coming out from Vrumio.
Dire's bottom tower hopes for aid. The Dire have fortified their grove. Radiant structures are fortified. They require Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The Smiling Knight will be happy to take care of the tier 3.
Bottom tower is no more.
There's a rune stolen by MG, but it's only level 14. I don't really see a world
Bottom barracks have fallen. The sound
where they're basically stopping any of this. Supernova back online, Doom is available as well. But who do you attack?
Dire's bottom barracks no longer stand. Radiant's top tower is under attack. It shall encroach no more. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's laced, TP's back home. Too bad there's nothing to find here.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower.
They see
falling
ENG,
shortly.
Stormstormer wants to engage, but gets instantly orchided. Not looking like he really minds, to be honest with you. Smiling Knight going for the Lincolns. Dodging out Doom. Good against the Vortex. Good against the Cursed Crown. Dodging even one of those spells. Really pretty high value right now for the Spider King. I was about to say King, but it was a Queen. Yosh, Queen. Yeah, with a 3-man smoke, Avulus. And once again ready to hunt. This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. The loser goes home with $1,000. And of course, if you make it to the top 3, you already get 3,000 instead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Triple your income by making it to quote-unquote the last day. Of course, DTP Jogalock will need to break up the playoffs. But it also needs to be broken up. There's the Storm right here. Out comes the Doom as a catch, but at the very same time, another spell just hits the Smiling Knight Lincolns. Stormstormer ate the Doom for his team. Well, that's all she wrote. As the TP cooldown decreased, Stormstormer just needed to wait for Blaze Ultimate to end. And he's just ready to re-engage once more. ENG pulled back a little, but as we mentioned, the Ball Lightning doing all that survivability work. And I'll take it back. I believe in Eki Batrider now. Although, to be fair, it's not a bat. It's actually a ghost that he's riding, but details.
Worthy tribute.
Back to Jezu. Going straight BKB. He's not that far. Actually has the item. Or the gold for it. Now Stormstormer jumping into the thick of it onto 3 people. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Sibe. He's just keeping them chain stun at this point. But for the turnaround, Terrorize does not land as they will turn straight onto Sibe. Viviana Feather on this Pangolier. It's still not going to be enough for the Sonic Wave to get kills. They just sacrifice Sibe for this. Smiling Knight doesn't have the Spider Links to just break out the pressure on the mid lane or anywhere else. They could take an effigy as they lasso down the Storm. Young G will get Dagoned.
To your rich tradition of failure.
You were Aegon and now you'll be gone. Well, if anyone knows the movie, I'm pulling that out of my ass, but
Dire's top
You get a
tower
gold
is
star.
under
That's all I can give you. I can't afford to give you any rewards. I ain't no Mr. Beast. Well, you know who's actually a Mr. Beast? That is Smiling Knight's Broodmother.
Dire's top tower
Taking out these tier 3 towers like they're made out of,
seems really
I don't know, Play-Doh at this point? You're already gone, and no objectives lost by Avulus. That is the more disgusting part in all of this. That's Rumi IO. I think mounting up a defense is going to be hard, even though their high ground I mentioned is not that bad. Going for these outside fights could be the death of them in the long run. Izu, a little bit out there. We'll get stunned up. We'll commit with a BKB. Go down by the demonic purge, but we'll eventually make it backwards. Spiderlings get cut down by the whirling axis. Spiderling will move back in once again.
Dire's top barracks
Freak
are
wave?
under attack.
Not that far away. We're doing that, but let's see the Rumi IO approach.
Dire's top
Okay.
barracks are under attack.
Get surrounded with the play. Destruction save onto the Pango. Blaze diving forward, looking for a target. But the Doom will fall onto the Bat Raider at the very end. Sonic Wave from the behind. Still no casualties on Rumi IO as Stormstormer reestablishing contact with the Scream of Fame. Will dagger down 333. Smiling Knight takes care of the Doom. And they'll move on to Jezu. It's 53 seconds without the troll. It could be a team wipe here as they'll take him out as well. Ariel. Everyone buying back on Rumi IO as Ariel is the only one who didn't buy back because he's the only one who didn't die. Smiling Knight still in potential trouble, but as the cursed round lands, it's Stormer with the ultra kill. Yeah, they eventually do lose the Queen of Pain here, but Avulus, they want to go and avenge it. As the only buyback remaining on the Dire is still the Phoenix, but he doesn't really want to go for it. As Jezu dies, it's Smiling Knight and the rest of the team finishing off this top racks.
Dire's middle tower
So Nico's
is
like,
under
what's
attack.
next? Well,
Dire's
Smiling
top
Knight does have a
barracks
plan.
slipped.
She's gonna straight up go for the tier 3 on the mid lane. Saw the Orchid working wonders on Young G as Ariel buys back for more than likely nothing. Yule Sceptered in the air. The chicken will fall with the small spiderlings. Gem of True Sight on the ground as they're just rushing in on enemies at this point. Eki pulling out Lays but dying to the fountain. And Stormstormer coming in for the return. Eki types out AFK. I love it. This is good attitude on the Avulus team, right?
Has grown thick.
You're just like Rumi IO trying to focus, but Eki's AFK on the keyboard on the enemy, you know?
Dire's middle barracks
You
are
take
under
any
attack.
chance you can get. As the Megas cannot be mitigated. 15 seconds until the troll was back in play. But this is pretty much Jover. 25 kills and 25k net worth lead at 30 minutes in. Avulus will take the series and advance to third place. Or, I mean, potentially at least third place.
Tower has fallen.
Definitely the top 3. As Cleveland already waiting for the opponent there. I do not see Rumi IO stopping this in any shape or form. Yeah, with DMS actually making it into the finals. Getsu's and the Hawks, little project here. We'll be waiting in the finals for sure for either of these enemies. But it's most likely looking as currently it's looking like the decision will be between Avulus or Team Krivia, and neither of them are easy opponents, but Avulus right now, they're proving to be versatile. They're proving to be really, really flexible in the drafts, as Lays will disconnect once again. Oh no.
That's the spirit.
It's an absolute disaster. Yeah, checking on itemization. Soneko's calling for the game to continue. As Lays does reconnect. Yeah, they're recommending Smiling Knight for the build.
That does not look good.
안녕. 안녕.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. One interesting small part in the build here. The Smiling Knight going for the Scotty. Overall, just mitigating the troll's heal during the battle trance. Doesn't really do much. Doesn't have any kind of significant of an impact. When a battle trance is up, you basically your lifesteal is the one that doesn't really have much impact. So this Scotty, I think, is just a one item counter against the troll itself, as Young G and the boys are ready to continue, but I don't think they're ready to face off an age's broodmother once again. The Smiling Knight picks it up. Oneko and the boys are ready with the banner. Mega chalky boys. That just needs to farm. Well, let's see this high ground defense. Rumi IO, their very last play in the game. Stormstormer breaking off forward. The damage coming out onto this troll as Blaze gets pulled back despite his BKB. Youngji looking for control onto Sabe, but even the Supernova, it's not going to do much as Smiling Knight fighting back against Jezu. The battle trance does nothing, as we mentioned, and with the troll dead, Jezu types out the GG, 28-13. Avulus will take game 3 in the series with it. Well, yeah. Color me surprised. It's a highly, highly difficult execution coming out from Avulus right here with this draft. But they got it. They got the catch, and they will advance to the next stage of the game. Of course, Team Krivnia are waiting for them with open arms. And if they play this versatile, I'm scared for Team Krivnia right now. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, I say good night for now. We will wait for the PGL Wallachia results. And then according to that, we shall decide when the semifinals will be and when the finals will fall. But thank you for your attention. Thank you and good night. And check out EPL Americas.